So our next rule is yung tinatawag na constant multiple rule. Sometimes nire-refer din ito as coefficient rule. So in some textbooks, ang tawag sa kanya ay coefficient rule. So ano naman ang sabi ni constant multiple rule? Sabi dito, the derivative of a constant c multiplied by a power of x is equal to c multiplied by the derivative of the power of x. So basically, ang idea lang po is kapag meron kang coefficient, inilalabas natin siya. Inalabas natin siya sa derivative at ang diniderivative lang po natin ay yung ating power of x, no? And kapag nag-apply tayo ng power rule dito, this will be c n x raised to n minus 1. Okay? So, I apologize for that sudden interference. Okay, so ito yung ating formula for constant multiple rule. Alright, so let's apply this to some sample problems, starting with sample problem number 1. So we have to determine the derivative of 8x with respect to x. So sabi sa atin ni constant multiple rule, ang gagawin lamang natin ay ilabas natin yung coefficient and we take the derivative of what's left inside. So yung natira na lang ay 8. So here we have 8. Again, ang derivative ng x with respect to x is simply 1. So the answer is simply 8. So for number 2, I hope that's clear. For number 2, we have to determine the derivative of 5x squared. So similar approach, ilalabas natin sa coefficient. So we have 5. And then we take the derivative of this variable. Okay? So pag tinake natin yung derivative nito, we have 5. So ang derivative ngayon nito, again, pagka nag-a-apply na tayo ng derivative, wala na yung symbol na d over dx, no? Nire-remove na natin yan. Wala nang d over dx kapag ina-apply na natin. So, ang gagawin natin, ibababa natin yung original power. So, we have 2x, then 2 minus 1. So, the answer is 5 multiplied by 2x, or simply we have 10x. So, this is our answer for this problem. Yan. So, next po is we have, let me just clear to. Meron pa pala tayong mga sample problem. So, we are now at sample problem number 3. So, we have the derivative of 3x raised to negative 3. So, again, from the constant multiple rule, i-remove natin yung 3, ilabas natin, and then we take the derivative of what's left inside. Okay, so we have 3 here. The derivative of x raised to negative 3 is negative 3x raised to negative 3 minus 1. Again, power rule lang ito. Itong part na yan, binababa natin yung original exponent. So we have now here negative 9. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. X raised to negative 4. So that is simply negative 9 over x raised to 4. Kasi negative ito, pupunta siya sa ilalim. And this is our answer to this problem. Now let's proceed with item number 4. So for problem number 4, we have to find the derivative of 10x raised to 1 half. Okay. So again, sabi ng ating constant multiple rule, ilabas mo muna yung coefficient and then you take the derivative of what's left inside. Alright, so let's take the derivative of this. So we have 10 multiplied by 1 half. Bababa natin yung power. Then x raised to 1 half. Bawasan daw natin ng isa. So lipat ko na lang po dito yung sagot dahil hindi nakakasya. So we have 1 half times 10. Or 10 times 1 half is 5. Okay. Then x raised to 1 half minus 2 over 2. That is 1. Ano? Yung 1. Ginawa ko lang kung common yung denominator. Then we have 5. X raised to negative 1 half. Or we have 5 over x raised to negative 1 half. Magiging positive na ito kasi nasa ilalim na siya. Or that is simply 5 over square root of x. And this is our answer to this problem. Okay, let me erase all. Then let's continue on problem number 5. Sabi ni problem number 5, we have to find the derivative of negative 4x raised to 6. Ganun pa rin po. Actually, paulit-ulit lang yung process, di ba? So, ilalabas muna natin yung coefficient which is negative 4. And then, we take the derivative of what's left inside our parentheses. So, we have here negative 4. Pag nag-apply tayo dito ng power rule, kasi power form ito, bababa muna natin yung original exponent, x raised to 6 minus, bawasan daw po ng isa kaya meron tayong minus 1. So we have negative 24 x raised to 5. And this is our answer to this problem. Then number 6, last problem for this rule, we have 2/3 ng x raised to 3/4. So we have here, sabi po ni constant multiple, again, ilabas mo muna yung iyong coefficient, tsaka mo i-derivative yung variable mo na merong power. So here we have 2/3, then we take the derivative of this. Ang derivative nito, i-apply natin yung power rule is 3/4 x raised to 3/4 minus 1. So that is, since multiplication lang ito, pag multiplication, pwede tayong mag-cancel, no? May 3 dito, meron din 3 dito. Divide natin to sa 2. Yan, ito 1, 1, 1 na lang. So 1 times 1 is 1 over 1 times 2, 1 half. Then ito, meron tayong x raised to 3/4. Yung 1, para maging common yung denominator, sabi natin, i-multiply natin yung taas at ibaba on the same number, which is 4. So our answer for this problem is 1 half ng x raised to negative 1/4. Or this is 1 over 2x raised to 1/4. This is our problem, or answer rather, to this problem. I hope that's clear. Let's proceed with the next rule. We have the sum and difference rule. Ano naman yung sabi ni sum and difference? Sabi kay sum and difference, the derivative of the sum or difference of two functions are equal to the sum or difference of their derivatives respectively. Note, this formula is applicable if and only if u and v are functions of x. So kapag daw meron tayong addition or subtraction ng dalawa o higit pang function, ang gagawin lamang daw natin ay we will take the individual derivative of each function and then tsaka natin sila i-add or isusubtract. Okay? So let's try to solve problem number 1. We have to find the derivative of 5x squared plus 3x. Sabi ni sum or difference, again, paghihiwalayin lang daw po natin. So we have first the derivative of 5x squared plus the derivative of 3x. So dito, pwede na natin i-apply si constant or si coefficient na. May coefficient tayo or constant multiple. Multiple tuloy. Multiple. So labas natin yung coefficient. Then we take the derivative of what's left. Ganun din dito. Labas natin yung coefficient. Then we take the derivative of what's left. So right now, hinihimay-himay natin yung bawat step ay yung bawat proseso para na sa ganun, madali nyo siyang masundan. Okay, so kaya lang natin siya hinihimay-himay for now. Pero pag nagamay na natin siya, na-master na natin, actually, kahit tingnan na lang natin, hindi na natin kailangan paghiwa-hiwalayin. So ngayon, hayaan muna natin na hinihimay-himay natin lahat na. So let's apply derivative. So nakalabas na si 5. I-apply natin yung differentiation dito sa x squared. 2, bababa natin yung original power, x, tapos bawasan natin yung kanyang power ng isa, plus 3. Ang derivative ng x with respect to x ay simply 1, di ba? So we have here 10x plus 3. Okay, just to take note na Kapag ikaw ay nagdi-differentiate, yung derivative na makukuha mo ay laging mas mababa ng 1 degree compared doon sa original function. Again, lagi po itong 1 degree lower. Mas mababa po ng 1 degree. Kung ito ay square or quadratic, dito linear na lang siya. So, ganun po lagi, no? Okay? Let's continue. Let's solve problem number 2. We have to take the derivative of 4x cubed minus 5. Okay? So, ganun din po. Pag i-apply lang natin or pag ihiwa-hiwalay natin, di-distribute basically. So, we have first the derivative of 4x cubed minus the derivative of 5. Take note, yung minus po ay nandito na, kaya hindi nyo na kailangan gawing negative 5. Common mistake po yan na ginagawa pang negative 5. So, ang ending ay namamali. Okay? So, we have here, sabi ng ating constant multiple, labas mo muna yung coefficient mo. Saka mo, i-take yung derivative ng kung ano yung natitira. Minus, ito derivative ng constant eh. Ito yung kauna-unahan natin topic. So, sabi natin, ang derivative ng kahit yanong constant is always equal to 0. So, here we have 4. Then, apply natin yung differentiation dito. Again, ibababa natin yung kanyang original exponent. Then, x. Tapos, bawasan natin ng isa. So, the answer is 12x squared. This is our answer for problem number 2. Okay, erase ko muna. Then let's proceed on problem number 3. So for problem number 3, we have d over dx na 4x cubed minus 3x squared 5 plus 5x minus 1. So, apply natin yung sum and difference. So, paghihiwa-hiwalayin muna natin, no? Okay, so we take the derivative of 4x cubed minus the derivative of 3x squared minus or plus rather the derivative of 5x minus the derivative of 1. So, apply natin ito. Labas natin yung coefficient. So, we have 4. Okay? Actually, pwede mo nang i-recta, no? Direkta natin muna dito kasi masyadong mahaba eh. Apply na natin yung power rule. So, ibaba natin yung original exponent, 3x 3 minus 1. Okay? So, pwede yan. Okay? Dito, labas ko muna ulit yung 3. Then, apply natin yung differentiation sa x squared. So, we have 2x 2 minus 1. Then, dito, apply na, ilabas natin muna yung coefficient. Then, we take the derivative of x, which is 1. And then, we have the derivative of constant, 0. So, we have now 12x squared minus 6x plus 5. And this is our answer to this problem. So, imagine mo, kung ikaw ay nagti-3-step rule, step 1 pa lang, napakahaba na, di ba? So, since meron na tayong mga formulas na madaling masundan, hindi na tayo masyadong mahihirapan. Okay, let's solve problem number 4. Continuing our discussion, we have the derivative of x raised to 4 plus 2x squared minus x plus 7. So again, himayin natin. We have first the derivative of x raised to 4 plus the derivative of 2x squared ayan, so paki-skip na lang po yung part na yun kasi medyo nagkaroon ng technical difficulty dito. So we have minus ayan, so hopefully continuing yung aking discussion. Parang nasira yata yung microphone ko ulit. So we have here the derivative. Continue natin. So we have the derivative of x plus the derivative of 7. Okay, so pagpasensyahan nyo na po muna yung audio quality ko kasi nawala po yung microphone. Alright, so let's continue. We have here, apply natin yung differential dito, yung differentiation, no? So, apply na natin, power rule na lang tayo dito. So, we have 4x raised to 4 minus 1 plus, labas natin yung ating coefficient, the derivative of x squared is 2x raised to 2 minus 1. Then we have the derivative of x, which is 1. Then the derivative of 7, 0. So we have here 4x cubed plus 4x minus 1. And this is our answer for this problem. Okay, let me just clear everything up. And then let's solve problem number 5. So for problem number 5, we have to determine the derivative of 3x raised to 1/3 minus 8x raised to negative 3/4 plus 1/3 of x. Okay, so apply natin yung ating sum and difference. We take first the derivative of the first term, x raised to 1/3 minus the derivative of second term, 8x raised to negative 3/4. Take note na yung negative dito sa exponent ay hindi operation na to, no? Okay, yung negative na yan ay hindi mo pwedeng ilabas kasi yan ay sign convention ng ating power plus the derivative of 1/3 of x. So, labas natin muna yung coefficient and then we apply the power rule on whatever is left. So, lababa natin yung 1/3 x raised to 1/3 minus 1 minus, again, labas natin yung 8. Then, kunin natin yung derivative nung natitira. Hindi ko na ibaba yung ating power, no? Ibababa muna natin dito. So, we have negative 3/4. Baba natin yung original power. Then, x raised to negative 3/4 minus 1 plus, we have 1/3. The derivative of x is simply 1. So, the answer is, ang 1/3 ng 3, cancelable na to. So, we have x raised to 1/3 minus, para maging common, gawin natin itong 3/3 para pareho na yung denominator and still ang value natin ay 1. Tapos ito, minus minus, magiging plus. Divide natin to by 4 kasi yun yung common sa kanila. So, pag dinivide ko ng 4, ito magiging 2, ito 1. So, we have plus 2 times 3, 6. Again, hindi nyo po, multiply po ito ha, kasi may parenthesis. So, 6x raised to negative 3/4 minus 4/4 plus 1/3. So, paki-delete na lang ito. So, we have x raised to negative 2/3 plus 6x raised to negative 7/4 plus 1/3. Or simply, this is 1/x raised to 2/3 plus 6/x raised to negative positive 7/4 plus 1/3. And this is our answer for this problem number 5. Okay, so let's continue our last and final problem. Actually, yung final problem na to, kamukha lang naman ng mga nauna. So, we can skip it now and then punta tayo sa product rule.